back. And we start with the darker color, our pattern color. When you start, you see in the fourth column B, front of work, and that just, or sometimes it said BF or BB and so on. It's just that it's explained in the text. B goes front of work, so it's hanging in front of your work. That is because we have a line outside our pattern. See the yellow line and 2 red lines, which I like. And it's a nice border and it finishes it. Let me untangle my yarn, of course, because it always tangles with me. I have never had untangling yarn. Wish I existed. Ooh, autumn. Then I could do multicolors, because multicolor isn't difficult. It's just untangling your bloody yarn. Okay, and what did I do today? What do? We do 1 in the front, 9 back, 10, then 3F, DF, and another 3 DF. So we do 3 double crochets in the front of a cluster of 3 twice. And how many in the back now? Blah, 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 9. That's easy. You can fast forward if you're not interested. It's just 9 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't like to work with acrylic, but it shows so much better the stitches in a tutorial. So I keep this silly yarn for my tutorial because it's way too old. I get flustered in it. There. Even kijken. 1, 2, 3, 6, 6, 7, 8. And that is 9. And then we coming to our double crochets in the front again. The DFs, 3 DFs. So what do? We have to do 3 DFs. You have here 3 DFs. See this only as one window. See, this is one window. It's here on the sides and in the middle, and here in the middle and on the sides. See it as one window. 3 DFs is just one filled in window. So we're going to do that now. Where is our last stitch? We filled in this one, so our first stitch will be here. So what you do, you pull that stitch forwards, 1 double crochet. Now don't chain, don't chain, don't chain. Yarn over, go between the post, through the netting, see, through the netting really, yarn through and make a double crochet. Yarn over, don't chain. Now use the first post here, there. And now after the cluster, because it said only 3 DF, 1, 2, 3, you chain 1. And that chain 1 is standing for this double crochet here. So this is not your first double crochet, because you chained 1 here, you skip 1 at the bottom, yarn over, and we do the next cluster of 3. A double crochet, don't chain, yarn over. The second one, always the even one, goes through the netting, and the odd ones always goes through the double loops of the previous double crochet in the same color. And now you do chain 1, and look, see, this is our netting under here. You see this stripe, and this stripe. I hope you can see it. And here is my first cluster of double crochet in the back, which I did on the other side. And it's a cluster of double crochets, 1, 2, 3. 1 goes to the double crochet of the previous color. The middle one goes through the netting, it's the even one, it's number 2, and the third one, the odd one, goes always, odd one always goes to that double loops of your double crochet. Here again, I did 3 times 3 DF in the front, and that starts with a normal double crochet like you use from interlocking. Then you don't chain 1 here. You just do a double crochet through the netting and another double crochet. So as you see, this count, if you count, it's always 26 vertical, how do you call that? Oh gosh, double crochets. If you count it, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because the middle one is just filling up the window. It has nothing to do with your pattern. It has only to do with the structure of your pattern, that it gets more defined, the stitch, and that your color gets more vibrant, because you don't have this netting here. See, you don't have those holes. You fill in the holes of your window. That's all. So if you count it, if you count your double crochets, you know you want to have 25 or 26. At 26, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm at the 14th stitch, and if you look at your pattern, I am there. I'm really there. So let me show you on my tablet. I hope I can show it to you. Let me see. Yeah, I'm at the 14th stitch here. I counted from that to there, but if you count it the other way, I'm really at the 14th stitch. I'm here. Let me show it to you here. That's number 12, but if you do it like that, I'm at the 14th stitch. But well, that is just how you can count your work and how you can check if you didn't skip one. So we continue our pattern, and we do, let me go to the right page. I hope you got that. If it's not clear, please tell me. I try to explain as good as I can, but I'm not a real good teacher. I'm a horrible teacher, no patience, and think everybody knows already anything. And oh, do I need to explain that? Yes, I need to explain that. And see, you go further with your 9 in the back, and the B is just a double crochet plus 1 chain. So we do double crochets plus 1 chain till we reach those 9 in the back. I did 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 9, of course. Then 1 in the front and a side stitch. 1 in the front, there, pull it forwards, front, and a side stitch. Just go into the big loop, and I chain always 4. You can do 3, depends how tight your crocheting is, but I like a little bit air in my work, especially on the sides when you make a border. That air is nice for me. And there, it starts to look already like something. See you in the next clip.